Welcome back to another rousing episode of Dandy Andy ASMR. Today we are going to be looking through the Etrian Odyssey instruction manual, or instruction booklet as it says on the front cover. I played this game a little bit, but I am a filthy casual because I got wiped the fuck out by this praying mantis monster on the second level of the dungeon, and I have not gone back since. But flipping through this booklet is making me want to try this game again and stop being such a pansy. So let's dive in. Etrian Odyssey from 2007, I think. I love the artwork, I must say. This is a really fun art style. And the music was really good too. I do kind of want to play this game again because I love dungeon crawlers. Let's see, 2006, my bad. I was off by 1 year. 2006, that was almost 20 years ago. Jeez Louise. Starting the game. Make sure the Nintendo DS system is turned off and insert the Etrian Odyssey game card into the game card slot. I'm going to be skipping around a ton. Title menu. From here you have three options: new game, load game, option. Basic controls. Controls are different in town and in the labyrinth, but below are the labyrinth controls. Make sure you understand them before venturing inside. Using the touchscreen. Another really cool game that came out around this time by the same publisher was The Dark Spire, which is this super old school throwback dungeon crawler, also for the Nintendo DS, also published by Atlus. I started playing it but didn't get super far. It seemed like a cool freaking game though, and the soundtrack was amazing. Party formation. All the Explorers Guilds in town. You can register new guild at the Explorers Guild in town. You can register new guild members and organize your own guild. At the start of a new game, you will create a new party here. Register. Organize. Dismiss, retire, rest. Characters who rest lose 10 experience levels. What the hell? But will be able to reallocate their skill points. That's, oh my god, what a trade-off. That kind of sucks. Forming a party. Party consists of 5 guild members. You'll need to form one to enter the labyrinth. Frontline, backline. You're going to want to put all your casters and bow users in the backline. Game flow. In this game, you'll constantly go back and forth between the town of Etria and the Yggdrasil labyrinth. Town of Etria. Make preparations such as healing, managing your party, and buying equipment in town. Then enter the labyrinth via the forest entrance or geomagnetic field. Labyrinth. When you become weak in the labyrinth, use a warp wire or the geomagnetic field to return to Etria. Labyrinth. Aspect of the field screen. Icon showing the time of day. The in-game clock. Time passes while moving. Information window listing any context-sensitive commands. Proximity gauge. How close you are to the enemies is shown by the gauge's color. Blue equals low chance of battle. Red equals high chance of battle. Cartography icons. Map screen. Coordinate tabs. Now this game was cool because you had to draw your own map. The game, you could set it to auto map when you walked over squares, but you had to draw in where the walls were. So, and you had to put down notes for yourself, which made it feel all the more immersive because you had to be the one. The game didn't hold your hand. You had to be the one to make notes of things and basically like unravel this labyrinth with the tools they give you. Map screen guide. The function guide. The function of the stylus changes according to which icon you choose from the menu on the right side of the touchscreen. Draw walls. Draw lines with the stylus to show the dungeon walls. Paint the floor. Erase. Place icons. Erase icons. Annotation. Yeah, you could write your own little notes too, which is super helpful. Drag the menu item onto an existing item, then type a message using the touchscreen. Yeah, that very much, very old school style. Types of icons. Cartography tips. Paint the floor. Choosing auto map from the options will automatically paint the spaces you walk over. Yeah, I think that's the more fun way. Having to actually paint the floor yourself sounds like kind of a pain in the butt. But that's just me. Main menu. Items, skills, status, equip, custom, party, and quests. I like RPGs like this where you have to create all your own characters. Like, yeah, it does. You don't get the same story interactivity, but I kind of like that you can sort of make up your own story, and it makes you. You have to like form a bond with the characters yourself, but because of what you and the party go through during the course of the game. Maybe that's too heady, but I don't know. I kind of like it like that. That said, I still like a good RPG where all the characters go through character arcs and all that stuff, but I don't know, it's a different flavor. Status. You can see a character's details here. Guide to the various components. Current level. Character's class. Current HP out of the maximum HP. Current TP out of the maximum TP. Technique points. Experience needed for the next level. The character's skill points. The lowest point reached in the dungeon. Current boost points. Character stats. Each one affects various things. Attack. Defense. Strength. Vitality. Agility. Luck. And TEC. Probably technical? Here's all the status ailments. I like games where you get lots of weird, crazy status ailments. It keeps things interesting. Death. Sleep. Confuse. Poison. Curse. Blind. Stone. Paralysis. Terror. Bind arm, bind head, and bind legs. Battle. Here are a few basic tenets of battle, including an explanation of the commands. Basics of battle. Yeah, there are these foes. There were these like orange blobs that were the extra tough enemies. That's what the praying mantis thing, that wiped me the fuck out was. It was a foe. Because these fuckers chase you down. They're not passive. They will hunt you down. When you encounter an enemy in the labyrinth, you enter the battle screen. Normal enemies cannot be seen, but select monsters known as foes visibly move around the map. Foes take one step for every step you take. If they catch you, you will enter battle. Front and back lines. Battle screen guide. Battle commands. Attack, defend. Skills, items, boost, and escape. Gaining levels. Once you gain enough experience from battle, your characters will level up, at which point their statistics will increase. For every level gained, you also gain one skill point. Spend skill points to learn new skills or level up existing skills. Earning money. In this game, you will not earn money in combat. However, you will sometimes receive items in battle, which can be sold for money. Once you sell a certain number of items, the store will have new goods available for purchase. Song of Rodse Ormond, Troubadour. This was kind of cool because the instruction manual came with a bunch of songs in the back. Listen, an Etrian Elegy. You don't see this in a lot of game manuals. You don't really see game manuals anymore, which is kind of a bummer. Listen now about a town that found itself under great renown. I tell you now of that small town, the town that was called Etria. There it stood, the fearsome wood, the wood of which people wondered should we go in? 'Twould be a sin to go into that fearsome wood. Word did spread, and rumor led to dreams that took hold in people's heads. See how that town flourished when travelers came pouring in. Then they came to seek their fame, the bold, the proud, the mystic lame. All hoped they could make their name by conquering the labyrinth. I was one and had my fun, the green halls filled with phenomenon. It was worth all the risk we'd run on our Etrian Odyssey. They said it. They said the title of the game. Orientation song. Sung to Novices. Ooh. I think I'll read this one, and then we'll flip through the rest. Come, take a tour of the Verita Plaza. So many things to see. Down at the inn, the rooster is crowing, waking you from your sleep. Wake in the morning, wake in the evening, leave it up to the innkeep. Apothecary, doctors get nary, 1 coin less for their fee. 1 coin less than their fee. They'll fix you up when you have been wounded. Next time buy Nectar 3. Still, it's not all bad. Forget you were sad. Look at the cute trainees. That's kind of funny. Shilka's good shops. Just a new crop for one and all to see. Quality weapons and shiny armor, but it won't come for free. She'll always buy your found bric-a-brac for crafting a brand new piece. Off to the golden deer. Come and stroll in, prop up your weary feet. Hear all their requests. Try and do your best to make those people happy. When you have done, return to the pub, collect your well-earned fee. Explorers Guild is where you can dismiss the dregs of your party. Damn, harsh. Register new blood. I hope they won't be duds. Down at the depths we'll see. Here too, leaders will reset their men's skill. Soon they'll see victory. At Rada Hall, fun comes from their missions. Great for added prestige. Library books to sit down and page through. More than a man could need. That's it for the tour. Now how about a pure glass of delicious mead? Ballad of the Explorers. Here you can see more of the character designs. These are all really cute and fun. I remember I had one of these in my party. She's like the Dark Hunter is what they're called. I had one of her. I had one of him. Because you select the class that you want. You select whether you want male or female. And you get 4 choices of character portrait. Or I think 2 choices of character portrait for each sex. But I'm not sure. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I played this game. But maybe I need to change that soon. He's cool. I like him. I had one of her too. Yeah, these are fun little character designs. They're pretty charming. Jeez, this is a really freaking involved. This is like quality. Pretty neat. Okay, let's flip through the book a few times. Alright, well, thank you for tuning in. There's several more games that we're going to be looking through the instruction manuals for. Thank you for coming out. Stay tuned for more.